Officials in Kenya are offering a free trip to a U.S. teenager who was mistaken for the White Widow, or basically a terrorist. They were harassing this individual. It was a 15-year-old U.S. teenager and her family. Police thought that since she was the so-called terrorist, they gave her a really hard time. And so as a result, they're like, okay, we're going to give you a free trip to Kenya. Hopefully that'll make up for things. Okay?
Yeah, I'm not sure I would, yeah. Like, hey, congratulations, you're prized a free trip to Kenya. The same people who just harassed you,
yes,
right, and thought you were a terrorist. Now, look, to be fair to the Kenyans, though, I don't know how similar they look, but the White Widow eluded them in 2011 by using a fake passport.
Yes. So
that's why they were pins and needles. Now, let's talk about the White Widow.
Yeah.
First of all, let me just say, stop naming terrorists super cool, badass names.
Yeah.
Because it makes you want to go see the movie, right? Like, oh, what did the White Widow do? So first of all, her name is Samantha Lewthwaite, okay? And she's a 30-year-old Muslim convert, and hence that's why she's white, okay? Although there are a lot of white Muslims, billions of them anyway, or at least hundreds of millions of them. And she joined Somalia's al-Shabaab rebels, and her husband was one of the 4 people who did bombings in Kenya. Mm-hmm. And in 2011, she eluded the Kenyan authorities by using a South African passport. And so now it's coming up on an anniversary of the bombings, okay? And her trail had gone cold, and now they see someone that they think might be her. Now remember, she's 30 and the girl was 15.
I know.
So, and we can't see the 15-year-old's picture, so we don't know how similar they are. But you can understand why the Kenyans are a little touchy.
Yeah, I can understand, but I mean, you have to fully investigate something before you start treating someone like a terrorist, mm-hmm, right? Mm-hmm. Just because they have, I don't know what the 15-year-old looks like because her picture has not been released, right? But even if she has similar, physical attributes or whatever, you can't treat that person like a terrorist or harass them or give them a hard time unless you are certain that that's the person you're looking for. I mean, it kind of reminds me of that one LAPD official that went rogue, right? And he was like threatening police officers and everything. And so there was this manhunt for him. And then cops in LA thought that he was in this blue pickup truck or whatever. And then they decided to like shoot into the truck before confirming he was actually in it. There were 2 Asian women in it. Right? Yeah. It just reminds me of the stupidity of that story. So just make sure you know what you're doing before you get yourself into it.
Now, of course, if they pulled her aside to confirm that she was not the White Widow, I find that understandable. So the devil's in the details as to how much they harassed her, right? So, and let me be clear about who the White Widow is. She's British, and she was actually married to one of the 4 suicide bombers who attacked London. But she's part of al-Shabaab, which did the bombing in Kenya about a year ago on this Sunday. That's why it's coming up. That's why they're even more touchy. That killed 67 people. So that's why the Kenyans are looking for her.
Yep.
Okay, now I will do the super awkward part where I will tell you jokes after the moment has passed. She must have thought, I can't believe they've confused me for the White Widow. Can ya believe it?
Damn, Cenk, we really need to get on the ball with those comedy tours. I don't know why we haven't scheduled another one.
She says, you think I'm part of al-Shabaab? Wrong again, al-Shabaab.
I don't know what to do with this guy.